Hi everyone, this is our third and final video about clipping. In the previous episodes, we covered how to fix clipping by using the inflate tool on a mesh piece that's part of an outfit, or on pieces that are accessories and don't come with a body of their own. In this video, we'll learn a third approach to fix clipping, which involves removing, or zapping out, part of the body underneath instead of adjusting the top layers. There are more ways to deal with clipping, namely tweaking weight painting and using partitions and partition priorities appropriately. But we will get to those topics later since they are a bit more advanced. Up till now, I've told you not to mess with the body in an outfit. That will always be a good rule of thumb unless you know what you are doing. There are times when it is okay and times when it is not, and there are some important rules you have to follow for body zapping to work right. Here's a summary of what we're going to do in this video. Feel free to use the video chapters or timestamps in the description to skip to a particular part. This is going to be a video for beginners. I will assume that you are still fairly new to Outfit Studio, so I will be going slow and explaining in detail. If that's not what you're looking for, then this video is probably not for you. And just like the previous two videos on clipping, this is going to be a start-to-finish project, so it will be long. Feel free to watch this in parts if that works better for you. The video chapters or timestamps in the description can help you navigate to specific sections as needed. Let's first talk about the challenge of outfit sets that are modular, and why you might want to just make them into single outfits instead. In videos 10A and 10B, our second clipping project, we worked with accessory pieces from the UNP Simply Clothes and leather clothing mods created by Petrovich. The original mods were designed to be modular, meaning that only the shirt came with a body and everything else was to be worn on top as an accessory item. The beauty of this approach is that it gives the player complete flexibility to mix and match the pieces into an outfit they like best. The downside is that clipping is usually a serious problem with modular pieces that fit directly on top of each other. Meshes that sit on top of each other have a nasty tendency to clip, especially when your character is moving. With modular outfits, each piece has to remain a separate, standalone mesh, so we can't just delete hidden parts because there really aren't any. And we can't make changes that affect the shape of the mesh in strange ways, since each piece has to look good whether it's worn alone or with the main body piece, which is the shirt in our example. One of the most effective ways to fix clipping of layered meshes like these accessories is to combine the pieces into one actual outfit instead of having them as separate modular pieces. This is because as one self-contained outfit, we can remove or adjust all the bits that clip to make the pieces work really nicely together as a single NIF. So in our demo mod, instead of leaving the pants as their own separate accessory item, we could combine them with the shirt into a single outfit, like the shorts outfit that we used in the first clipping video. If we combine the pants and the shirt into a single outfit, we can eliminate the skin clipping by just removing the naked legs from underneath the pants entirely, since they will never be seen. The disadvantage, of course, to this approach is that it removes the mix and match flexibility of the outfit set. So in cases like this, you'll have to decide if you think it's worth the trade-off. Now, if an outfit is already an outfit and you just need to fix clipping of the body with the outfit meshes, then removing hidden body parts is definitely the way to go. Let's walk through the process of removing parts of the body from an outfit, and it will hopefully make more sense by the end. If you want to do the steps along with me, see the link in the video description for the Simply for Practice mod. Download, install, and activate it as you would any other mod. In this exercise, we're going to combine an accessory item with a main outfit to create a new single NIF. We will be combining the pants and accessory from the demo mod with the top, which is the main body piece. Open the demo mod folder in Windows Explorer, then Meshes, simply close, then Demo, and drag and drop the top_0 file into Outfit Studio. For the pants, we're going to use the original long pants version, not the shorts that we made in video 12, and not the pants that we fixed in video 10a. If this is your first exercise in the demo mod, then use the pants in this folder right here. But if you've been following along with all the previous videos, open up the original folder and bring in the pants_0 file from there. We talked about partitions in the last video, so hopefully you have some idea of what they are and why they matter. As a reminder, changing partitions of meshes in Outfit Studio should only be done if you know which partitions are used in the Outfit Mods plugin, or if you are going to create a brand new plugin record that matches the NIF you are making. We will get more practice with partitions in the future, so don't worry if you still are not totally comfortable with them yet. In the Demo Mods ESP, the outfit record for this new NIF we are making only uses the partition called 32 body. So we need to make sure all the meshes in the new NIF we are creating use only the 32 body partition. Checking and changing partitions is easy in Outfit Studio. With the first mesh in our list selected, click on the Partitions tab and make sure it says 32 body and only 32 body, just listed once. If you are following along, it should already be correct for the UNP body that is our first mesh on the list. Likewise, it should be correct for the top_0 mesh listed second, and the panties mesh listed third. But for the pants, you can see that the partition is set to 49 mod pelvis primary. Let's change that in the Type drop-down box right here. Click the arrow and scroll up to select 32 body from the list, and then hit Apply. Now the only partition listed for the pants should be 32 body. Let's do the same for the leg band mesh. Select 32 body from the list and hit Apply so that only the body partition is listed here for the leg band. In the previous clipping videos, we inflated the meshes away from the body to stop the skin from poking through. But this time, we're going to remove the skin, meaning part of the body, instead. When the pants were a standalone accessory, we could not do this or else we'd have missing legs when you wore only the shirt. But now that we are combining the pants and shirt together into a single NIF, deleting unnecessary body parts is the best way to eliminate that pesky clipping. And it's also efficient, because getting rid of extra vertices makes the file size smaller, which is always a bonus for game performance. So we're going to delete the parts of the body from this outfit that are totally covered with fabric. If we do this right, you will never even know they are missing when you wear the outfit in the game. A word of warning though before we do this. Just as we discussed knowing the partitions in the Mods plugin for the other mesh pieces, you must also know which partitions are being used for the body mesh. By deleting parts of the body, you might be deleting partitions from the NIF such that it no longer matches the plugin record. For now, I am only noting this for your awareness. We will cover this topic in more detail in later videos. For the demo mod we are using in this tutorial, we won't have an issue deleting body parts because the only partition used in both the plugin and the NIF is the body partition. But before you start deleting body parts for other outfits, be sure you know the following: which partitions, if any, you are about to delete from the body, partitions that are used in the Mods plugin, and partitions that are being used by other meshes in the NIF. Once you know these three things, you can decide what needs to be done to address any potential issues. It may require you to create a plugin patch to prevent a partition mismatch problem. I'll show you how to do that when we get to the sessions on putting your outfit into the game, so hold tight if you aren't sure how to do that yet. I showed you in video number 12 how we can use the Outfit Studio feature for saving and reapplying masks to make sure we delete exactly the same vertices in both sizes of the mesh. we're going to apply the same technique here to the body mesh. Remember that we have 3 requirements for this to work. First, the 2 meshes must have the same number and order of vertices. Second, the mesh names have to match. And third, we can't unload the project or close Outfit Studio until we are all done. So let's start by renaming the body mesh in this outfit to just Body. Right-click on the body mesh here in the right-hand pane, select Rename, then type Body into this box and hit Enter or click OK. Now let's use the masking tool to select the vertices we want to delete. Make sure the pencil is on so you can see the vertices. Click on the masking button up here, and make sure the Mirror Edits button is toggled on to mask both sides of the body simultaneously. With only the body mesh selected, start brushing over it to mask the vertices you want to delete. They will turn red as they are masked. I suggest turning on the wireframe view for the pants and shirt so you can see through them. Just check to make sure only the body mesh is selected before continuing to mask. This is also a good time to use the Smart Select keys A and D. You can start at the bottom of the leg and mask just a few rows of vertices with your mouse in a nice exact fashion like this. And then hit D repeatedly to quickly mask evenly up the legs and the body. If you want to remove the mask from some vertices, you can use A for Smart Demasking, or hold down Alt and use the brush to remove the mask from specific areas. Mask all the vertices that are covered by the outfit, almost to the edge of the fabric, but not quite. Generally, you want to leave at least 2 to 3 rows of vertices on the body that still overlap with the fabric so that you don't see an empty gap of nothing where they meet. Once you have masked all the body vertices that you want to delete, we have to invert the mask. Remember that red or masked vertices are actually deselected, while green vertices are selected. So if we deleted vertices now, we would eliminate the top part of the body that is all colored green, and that's not what we want. To invert the mask, click on the Tools options up here at the top, and then select Invert Mask. You can also use the hotkeys Ctrl+I to do the same thing. Now the vertices we want to delete should be green, and the ones that stay should be red. With the correct vertices selected and deselected, we're going to save the mask so we can apply it to the other body size. Click down here on the little arrow next to Mask, then hit Save As and type a name into the box. The name doesn't matter too much since it will be gone once we unload this project. I'm going to call mine Body Zap and then hit OK. If you decide to add or remove any vertices from the mask, you can just resave it with the same name by clicking Save, or you can save it as a different mask by hitting Save As and giving the new version a different name. Now you can see that when I select the saved mask name here, it will apply that particular mask to the mesh. One very important point to make here: if you change the mask during this step or the next one, be sure to save the final version of the mask so we can apply an identical mask to the other body size. Alright, now that we have our body parts masked and we have saved the mask, it's time to go ahead and delete the green or the selected vertices. Click on Shape, select Delete Vertices, and poof! A big chunk of the body is gone. On the right side, turn all the meshes back to solid view, clear the masking from this mesh in the Tool Options menu, and then navigate around in the window to see if all the clipping is gone. Check carefully around the shirt, armholes, and neckline to make sure there is not a big invisible gap. If you don't like the way your body zap worked out, meaning you either deleted too many vertices or not enough of them, hit the Undo button a couple of times until the body is back. Mask or unmask more vertices, depending on what you want to change, and then be sure to save the mask again. You can either overwrite the old one using Save, or save it as a new mask with Save As. Remember that if you get too many saved masks in here, you can always select the ones that you don't want and use the Delete key here to get rid of them. You can keep going back and forth, deleting vertices, undoing, and adjusting the mask until you are happy with the results. Just be 100% sure that you have saved the final mask so you can apply it to the other body size. After you are happy with your zapped out body parts for the size 0 outfit, and you've ensured the final mask was saved, it's time to export this as a new outfit. Before we do that, let's rename the size 0 body back to its original name, with one last warning here before we do that, to be absolutely certain you have saved the final mask applied to this body. To revert the name back to its original, right-click on the body mesh, select Rename, and then type the original name into the box. In our example, it is UNP pushup_0, and then click OK. Then using Shift or Control-click, select all the size 0 meshes in the right-hand pane. Mouse over any of the selected meshes, right-click, and select Export and to NIF. Navigate to where you want to save this new outfit. If you're following along with me, we're going to save this right in the demo mod folder, and let's just call it full outfit_0 for now. So that's our size 0 outfit all done, and now we need to do the same things for size 1. It is very important not to unload the project or close Outfit Studio right now because our saved mask will disappear and we can't get it back. So you must complete the body zapping step for the size 1 body before unloading the project or closing Outfit Studio. Since we are done with the size 0 outfit, we can delete those meshes from the project. Just don't do this by unloading project like we have in many of the previous videos, or else you will lose the saved mask. Instead, just select all the meshes, right-click, and select Delete, and then Yes at the confirmation window. Now we have to repeat the process to make the size 1 outfit. Bring in the top_1 NIF and the original pants_1 NIF, just like we did for size 0. Next, go through and check the partitions for each mesh piece, changing any that are not body partitions to the 32 body slot. Remember that we are only doing this because we know that the plugin uses this partition and only this partition for the outfit. Now we need to apply the saved mask to select our vertices for deletion. But before we can do that, we have to rename the size 1 body to match the name that the size 0 body had when we saved the mask, or else the mask will not apply. So right-click on the size 1 body mesh, select Rename, type Body into the box, and hit Enter. Turn the top and pants to wireframe so you can see. Make sure that only the body mesh is selected, then click the Mask drop-down list and select your final mask name from the options listed. The mask should automatically apply to the size 1 body mesh. If you are following along with me, this should work fine for the demo mod outfit, unless you did something really exciting off script. If you cannot get the mask to apply, then first make sure you gave the size 1 body mesh exactly the same name as the size 0 body had when you saved the mask. In the unfortunate event that this still does not work for you, please refer to the troubleshooting section of video number 12. With the saved mask applied to the size 1 body, you should have exactly the same vertices selected as we did for the size 0 body. Now we can delete them just like we did before. Go to Shape, Delete Vertices, and poof again, those parts of the body are gone. The size 1 body has been zapped, and it's time for a final check before we call it done. Clear the masking from this mesh, then turn all your size 1 meshes to solid view if they are not already, and rotate the outfit around to make sure you are happy with how it looks. If you want to make adjustments to the size 1 body zap, remember that you'll also have to retrofix the size 0 body to make sure they still match. Essentially, it's the same process we've already done, except that you'll start with the size 1 body zap that you are now finalizing in this step and work backwards. You would save the new size 1 mask, revert the body name, and export the size 1 NIF. Then you would bring in the original size 0 meshes, change their partitions as needed, change the name for the body, and apply the new mask to the size 0 body to create a matching size 0 NIF, and then finish by exporting that file. If everything looks fine here, you don't need to worry about any of that. But that is an option if you're not happy with how the size 1 body zap worked out. If you have not already done so, revert the size 1 body back to its original name, which is UNP pushup_1 for our demo outfit, and then export the size 1 NIF just like we've already done for size 0. I'm going to name this full outfit_1. While not mandatory, I highly recommend this step because it's quick and easy and can save you time in the long run. If you have any problems completing these steps in NifSkope, please refer to video number 6. Open up both the size 0 and size 1 NIFs and put the NifSkope windows next to each other. Make sure the outfits look like they should and that the meshes for the size 0 and size 1 NIFs are in the same order. If you need to reorder any mesh pieces, use the cut and paste method shown in the Intro to NifSkope video. As a best practice, you'll generally want any new meshes you've added to an outfit to be listed after all the pre-existing meshes. By convention, the body is typically first in the list. However, if it's not first in the outfit you're working on, I would not change the order of pre-existing meshes in the NIF, unless you know how the outfit's plugin record is actually set up. Just like we did in video number 12, let's also check the vertex count for both size meshes that we zapped to make sure they match. While I would normally check all the meshes since I'm a little OCD, to make it quicker for this video, let's just check the body that we zapped. Expand the BS tri-shape for UNP pushup, then expand BS dismember skin instance. Select Nye Skin partition, and then in the lower pane, expand the partition block twice. Here you can see a vertex count and a triangle count. Make sure those are identical in both the size 0 and size 1 NIFs. If they are not, you will probably have issues in your game, so I would suggest starting over again at the beginning of this video and giving it another try. We've checked our new NIFs and fixed them if necessary, so now it's time to put them into the game. Since this is a beginner's tutorial, I've already done the work in the plugin to make it easy. This new outfit already has a record in the ESP, so all we have to do is give our files the proper name and the game will use them. If you are following along with the demo mod, the outfit we want to replace is actually the one called New Outfit. We want to keep the original in case we need it later, so let's first drag the original new outfit_0 NIF into our original folder. Then slow click on the one we just made called full outfit_0 and rename it to new outfit_0. Then we do the same for the size 1 files. And that's it. We are ready to test it out in the game. If you have made your own outfit, not the tutorial one, and you want to add it to the game as a brand new item, you'll have to wait a little bit longer until we get to that video in the series. But in the meantime, you can try using the method shown in the bonus video between number 7 and number 8 for a temporary solution. One last point real quick. If we were making a real outfit, we would also want to check and change the ground model to make sure that it matches. Remember that the ground model is the mesh that you see when the item is in your inventory or when it's laying on the ground, and it comes from its own separate NIF. The one I already made works fine for our new outfit, so we got lucky in this case. If you need to make a new ground model, I'll show you how to do that in a future video. Let's get into the game and see our new outfit. If you have any trouble with this step, please refer to video number 7 in this series. Close out NifSkope and Outfit Studio if you still have them open. Then hop into Skyrim and load up a female character for testing the demo outfit. Use the console to add the demo new outfit into your inventory. Then find it and equip it. Surprise! The outfit should now be gray in your game and not purple like in Outfit Studio. That's because I used something called a texture set in the plugin. I did this on purpose so you can see if your meshes ended up in the wrong order, and to emphasize why keeping the original mesh order is so important. If things look really weird, skip ahead to the troubleshooting section. If you have body seams or clipping around the feet, it's probably because you aren't using the UNP body in your game, which is fine. Just ignore this for now and focus on checking the overall outfit. As recommended in previous videos, I suggest testing your new outfits first with the race menu weight slider to make sure they look good at all body weights. And I recommend running around and trying different animations at different weights. Use the free camera and freeze time as needed to see how the outfit is performing. We're only doing a quick test here, but for a full discussion on testing your outfits, please refer to the video about testing in Skyrim. There are a few things that can go wrong with this particular outfit, so let's do some troubleshooting. If you forgot to change the partitions for either the pants or the leg band in either size NIF, you might have a partially invisible body. Just open up the NIFs and you can change them right there in NifSkope. Click on the BS tri-shape that you need to fix, expand the branch, then click on the BS dismember skin instance branch, and expand the partitions node in the lower pane. Here you can see the partition. To change it, go way over to the right and click on the partition line until the little arrow shows up. Click the arrow, then scroll up in the drop-down list to select 32 body and click somewhere off the partition line to apply it. Check and/or change any others that need it, then save the NIF and close it. If your meshes are in a different order than the original top or pants NIFs that we used as the outfit base, or if your meshes are in a different order in the size 0 versus size 1 outfit, or if your mesh orders are different from the original and different for the two sizes, then you might get this. It could even crash your game if your computer gets confused enough. But luckily, mesh order is an easy fix. Exit the game and open both sizes of your new NIFs in NifSkope. Then find the original and open that as well. Make sure the meshes in both the new files match the order in the original, and that the size 0 and size 1 files match each other. If you are sure the order of the meshes is correct and you still see something like this, then it probably means you did not delete exactly the same vertices from the size 0 and size 1 bodies. The best way to fix that is to just redo them. Importantly, please note the name of the final mask that you used, so that you can be sure you are selecting the right one from the list when you are applying it to the other size body. If you have to redo, don't despair. Even though it took me a long time to explain this process to you the first time, it's pretty quick once you get used to it. So take a deep breath, grab a hot beverage, and just give it another go. I hope that your new outfit worked out well in the end, even if it took a couple of tries. The more you do this, and the more you work in Outfit Studio, the more comfortable you'll become. It will get faster and easier, I promise, so just keep at it. You can do this. I want to leave you with a reminder that you can use this zapping technique for any two matching meshes, not just the body. As long as the meshes have the same number and order of vertices, which they should if they weight slide properly or if they are direct copies of each other, then this method should work. It's a great way to make sure you are changing exactly the same vertices in your size 0 and size 1 meshes. Just remember the same name mesh requirement for applying a saved mask, and don't unload the project or close Outfit Studio in between saving and applying it. I hope you enjoyed working through this exercise with me. Next up is another lecture-style lesson, and buckle up for a wild ride. It's time to learn about edges, faces, normals, and UV maps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!